We're going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. It's going to be fast and furious. We only have a couple of items on the agenda today. So if everybody could please stand and face the flag. Pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm James Bryant. I appreciate everybody coming out for our monthly council for February. Yes, February. Okay. We're going to go ahead and start the meeting off with, we had last spring, we did the Bronco Stampede, and we did a donation for Save the Horses. So, Jeannie, would like to introduce?
Yes, so this is Cheryl Flanagan from Save the Horses, and we were just really excited during, unfortunately we didn't get the, we got her the official check, but it took a little bit of time just in transition with our clerk and everything, but Amanda got us squared away, and we were excited to, be able to support them. They will be our animal beneficiary for this year's event, which we've already talked about. Will be May 31st and June 1st. So we're excited for that.
And this is the same organization that we donated the hay after Heritage Days?
Yes.
So we'll do that this year as well. And apologize, we had a little snafu last year because someone else was picking up the hay too, and I thought it was from you guys. But
It's not the first time.
Yeah, we're gonna announce it, and we'll have security on all the hay and make sure. But
A valuable commodity right now.
It is.
Yeah. So that helps us out a lot. So I'm glad we've started that partnership, and we can donate that. So, all right. Okay, so we're gonna come on up and do the check, and have Max get right in our face to take a picture. Awesome.
The size of that check.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
Pretty
smile.
fancy.
Yeah.
Pretty fancy.
Keep it in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah,
In the middle.
Cheryl's in the middle.
You set them up, Matt.
Yeah, set us up.
Set them all up.
Come in a little bit, Mr. Mayor.
See, it's always
All right, tilt the check just a hair.
This way?
This way, just a
Oh,
little.
this layer.
Yeah, I get to clear. Here we go. All right. Looks good. Big smile, everybody. One. Big smile, horses. There we go. Can you tilt your head that way just a hair? That's the girl. There you go.
That's
Professional.
Yes.
he does this.
Got it.
Let's get married too. Mary just holds the camera
All
up.
right, ready?
Yeah,
Just take a bunch and cover the bed.
Yeah, just take 10 at a time and you're like,
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yes.
There's one where everybody's eyes are open.
That's right, we are. It's
So, Flanagan, F-L-A-N-H-E-A-N, C-H-E-R-Y-L.
Is this the city?
The town.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Okay, awesome. So we'll go ahead and get started. Next on the agenda is approval of January 2025 meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to accept the January 2025 meeting minutes?
I make a motion that we accept the January 2025 meeting minutes.
Do I have a second? All in favor? Okay. Okay, next on the agenda is the approval of the January 2025 financials. And if you look at the screen, those are our current accounts. Remember, we used to have 5 last year, and we created a 6th account for special projects down at the bottom at 150. So general operating is 220. Schoolhouse museum is 87K. Splosh 42K. FEMA 1,500. American Rescue Plan is 214. And then special projects 150. Okay, all right, cool. All right. Again, when you see yellow, that means that check has not been cleared, correct?
Yes.
What's this for right here? This lady? Oh, okay, alright. We're starting to get, booth rentals in already?
Yeah.
Okay. What are these for? I didn't actually. Yeah, but I thought they did that already. Is that redo like every year? Ah. Okay. All right, do I have a motion to accept the 2025, January 2025 financials?
I motion to accept the 2025 January financials.
Do I have a second? All in favor? Okay, awesome. Okay, next is, we don't have summary, Jerry's not here for our maintenance, but we did have a maintenance issue with the restrooms for our rail cars. Those, as everyone's aware, rail cars are currently being leased for the two businesses, Boxcar and the brewery. So we got the repairs on the toilets, correct?
Yes.
It's functional. But during our working group, out of that special projects, the first project that we're gonna have is renovating both of those restrooms. And we already have one estimate already, we need two more. I've told the council that we're gonna work quickly to get those two other estimates and have a special council for the vote on that so we can move forward. So hopefully that'll be here in the next couple weeks, if not sooner, but we'll post it out for that special, and it'll only be for the voting of that, because I don't wanna wait on that, and we need to renovate those. My concern is we're getting into spring, there's gonna be more traffic down here. The restaurant and the brewery get a significant amount of traffic already, and it's our responsibility because we lease those out to those businesses, so get that fixed as soon as possible. Other than that, I don't think there's any other maintenance issues. All right, cool. Moving on to old business. Last month was pretty productive. Some of the things that we had talked about was setting up the additional counts that I just talked about. We got a storage unit because we don't have the facilities here for all the things that we have for holidays and stuff like that. So just to remind everybody, we voted on a storage unit until the time that the new fire station will be built, and then the town, this building will only be for the town hall, so we'll have enough area to store stuff. So. And then the qualifying fee, what was that? Oh, for the voting, yeah. Okay, next, new business. So during our working group, we had Seth here, he is our legal representation. We've decided to table A and C. We have an individual in the town that is wanting to request rezoning for his property to conduct a business. We have decided, since there's been such a long period for this, we had a public hearing, it was at least 5 months ago, 4 to 5 months ago. So we've decided to restart that process. So starting tomorrow, we're going to post a public forum for that for our next council meeting, which will be on the 6th of March. Yes, that is 30 days. 6 March to open that again so that individual can come in and have an opportunity to explain the request, and then it'll give an open forum for the citizens if they have any concerns and questions for that. So I don't feel comfortable with this situation. It has been a long period of time. We had, during that public hearing, if you remember, we had requested that individual to go and get all the requirements from the county because this is an unimproved road off of Fisher Creek, and that individual has done that. And so the council and myself still have some questions about the business and some of the things, so we're going to table that for the next 30 days. Okay? All right, next is B, vote on adopted the new hazard mitigation plan. Amanda, can you just give a brief summary of that?
Yeah, so we're required to have a hazard mitigation plan that's good for 5 years. They wrote this one up for us. It's amazing. The counties around us use this same plan. It's in order to get our federal funding, federal grants, things like that. We have to have this for FEMA funding. We have to have one. This is a very good plan, I think, that they've done.
And the city of Nelson, the city of Jasper have already signed for this. We're going to vote on it, and then we'll post it. So if anybody would like to see it, it'll be on the front door or whatever. So. All right, so do I have a motion to accept and adopt the new hazard mitigation plan?
I make a motion to adopt the new hazard mitigation.
Do I have a second? Okay, all in favor? All right, awesome. Okay, that was down and dirty, as ours usually are. So our next council meeting is March the 6th. We will have a working group with that. Starts around 5:30, but the public hearing will start at 7 o'clock. It doesn't say that, but as I just stated, we've just decided to do that. So working group 5:30 on the 6th, and then at 7 o'clock we'll start the public hearing. After the public hearing is completed, that for the new business will be the first thing that we vote on. Okay. All right. I'll open it up to anybody. Judson, you got anything? Not to put you on the spot, but.
No, we're just working, still got a little work to do on league plans, the inspection schedule, a few changes, Wes is working with me on that, should be able to get that done by next week.
Awesome.
Just, yeah, he's upgrading, but they still got a little catching up to do what we wanna do, but no, everything's going good though.
Okay.
We got 3 new people building houses that got building permits for.
That's awesome. That's good. Okay. Dusty, I see you back there.
So I was gonna mention what I spoke to you about the other day.
Yep.
So, Hollyhocks, they took it off the market. It's not for sale anymore. But I did talk to them, and I was interested in buying it and starting a new business there. But, you know, we're limited on sewer, of course. But the stretch of property behind it, the road, 2nd Street, that stops right there, there's no pavement, it's between the house right here, Quentin, and of course Hollyhocks there. It's a strip of property. I've already had a guy look at it. I was wanting to see if there was any way that I could purchase that from the city and put a new system in right there, use that to utilize the system that would make that building where you could run a nice business in it is what it's gonna cost some money for that. But I was just wanting to know if it's possible if the city would consider selling me that strip of property there.
Yeah, we would have to get with the county, Mr. Dobbs, and verify that piece of property. Because on Q Publix, it's a little, it doesn't make sense. I don't know if you've had a chance to see it, but I looked at it. And it goes more than the strip. It goes up. So,
It touches O'Connell, Miss Darlene's property.
Yep.
And really the width of the road on it, you know, there's right of way that goes with it. I mean, because it's not just the width of the road, so you got right of way, you know, it goes up through there with it. So it would do what I would need it for. And we could possibly that big bank, we could possibly cut some of that off and use some of that for parking as we move the system back. Just got some different ideas on it. If it's not gonna be used, I just thought that would be a good way to get, I feel like that building needs to be back in a business right there. It's just sitting there.
Yeah, I'm not for sure the exact process, but we would have to validate that with the county.
Okay, all right.
And then to appraise it, that is a possibility. And would present it to the council. Yeah, the council needs to be aware of, to show exactly what is the property of the town and what its appraised value for. I can't imagine I've talked to Dusty about it, I can't imagine anything else that can be done with that property other than parking. So. Unless we want to build a new business.
Do what?
I said unless we wanted to build another business.
Oh,
I'd like to push out across that road and, build all kinds of new businesses, stretch out, and make a whole new town to talk about. One of these days. Okay, yeah, we'll get with you very quickly, Dustin. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, all right, do I have a motion to end the meeting?
Make a motion to end the meeting?
Second?
Second.
All right, thank you.